This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so this first panel right there is going to go to you.
おじいちゃんから漫画家だったおじいさんの仕事場をもらった僕は、主人と一晩中、原稿やネームを物色していた。漫画家だったおじいさんの仕事をもらう。I inherited the mangaka from my uncle's from
I
my uncle.
inherited a shigotoba.
The workplace, the mangaka workplace
Yes.
from my uncle.
So we have oji-san no and oji-chan kara. Two different people. So what's going on here?
Oji-chan is grandpa.
Yes.
Oji-san is the uncle.
Yes. So what's going on here? What did I receive? Which workroom?
I received a key from my grandpa, which belongs to like the workplace from my uncle.
Yes.
This
I
deceased uncle.
received the workroom. Whose workroom? My uncle's workroom. My uncle, who is
My
a
uncle.
mangaka. So
Yeah.
I received my uncle's
Yeah.
mangaka workroom from my grandpa.
Okay. Then 主人と一晩中原稿や well, what's 原稿? It's original work.
Yeah.
Okay. 一晩中そうname I was like we're frantically searching for stuffs like in my and it took us like one whole night
Yes. We took
with
one
both
whole night to
shooting it.
search. Yes, we took one whole night to go look around at the name, which is like storyboards, and the genko, which are the manuscripts, the original works. So
Man.
basically,
Okay.
the name should look more like that, and the genko should look more like that.
Okay.
これ面白いのにね。なんでボツにしたんだろう。this is really, really interesting. I wonder why this was denied. バケるなよ. And he says, don't you dare plagiarize that. 俺、ガグヒロ漫画書く気ねえよ. I have no intention of making a hero gag manga. And
Okay.
these two right here, this right here will go to you, Anthony.
それにしてもどれだけボツネームあるんだ。それにしfurthermore, besides that, どれだ What's Bot's name? I forgot what Bot's name is.
Botsu is basically batsu, so which is X, and it's basically meaning canceled, like not approved.
Okay. それにしてもどれだけ What's name あるんだ。There are like それにしても is like besides that there's like there are canceled storyboards. There are to some extent some like canceled storyboards.
Yeah. This is a little bit confusing because dore normally means which, but dore dake means how much. So he's basically saying ikura here. So he's saying, man, how many failed manuscripts are even in this area? 段ボールにはすべて原稿、ネーム、資料などとしっかり書かれてあったが、一つだけ 奇妙な箱が出てきた. These cardboard boxes, all of them have writing written on them that are accurately saying whether or not it is a manuscript, a storyboard, or reference materials. However, there's one cardboard box that is a little bit weird. And this bubble right here will go to you, Anthony.
やべ、エロ DVD だろう、これ。That's dangerous. An Arrow DVD is probably this is probably a erotic DVD.
Yes, what's a better translation of yabe in this context?
Crazy.
Yabe. Sure,
Or
I'll take that.
it's
手紙, they are letters. Zoom in. これって, is this perhaps, and this right here will go to you, Anthony. This is a flashback. This is something that Uncle told the main character.
高校違うから顔を合わせることもなく、元気ですか？頑張りましょうって手紙だけ交換してたんだ。So the letter contains that exchange of letters only contains like how are you?
We exchange letters.
Come again, sorry.
We exchange letters.
We exchange. We exchange from the moment like we have different schools.
Kara.
Eh,
Kara, there's two karas. There is from, and there is because.
Because.
How do we know that this is because and not from? Do you know why we know it's because, grammarly?
Is it because it's put at the end?
Yeah, it's at the end of a clause. A good sign of a clause is a verb. Verbs are our sentence enders. Theoretically, adjectives as well are also sentence enders. So if this kara was after a noun or te form, then it would be from. Te form is normally translated as like after, I believe. So since we went to different high schools, we could do what or could not do?
顔を合わせることもなく。Then we can't even like meet each other face to face.
Yes. So because of that, we exchanged only letters because we could not do these stuff. What did we write in those letters? Do you know?
Just genki desu ka, like how are you, and you can do this. Like,
perfect. That's exactly what it is. And we have his name like Mashiro-kun. O genki desu ka? How are you, Mashiro? Watashi mo yatto koko ni narete kimashita. I as well have gotten used to high school. Watashi no karasu wa hitogoto de iu to mukashi no something drama. So it looks like he's talking about something.
Seishun. It's
Seishun drama. Oh, so it's a youth drama. If I was going to explain what was going on with my class with one word, I would use this specific thing that I watched on a youth drama, which I believe this is the name of that. And she says, was that what it was called? The Tobidase. The youth that pops up. And then the rest of these, we don't reach the end of the sentences. So, yeah, that's what the letters were like. Boop.
What was that?
And these two bubbles here will go to you.
Okay, どうした最高。おじいさん好きな人がいて、ずっと文通してたんだ。Well, what's wrong, Psycho? おじいさん好きな人がいて。Uncle always like exchange letters to like to the person he likes.
That is basically what it's saying. Literally it says, there was somebody my uncle liked. We got her
Ah,
existing. And what he did for a very long period of time was make correspondences with her. So that
of course.
so so he corresponded with her for a long time. There was someone he liked and he sent her lots of letters.
Oh, what's correspondence? Sorry.
Correspondence means you write something like hi and you send it to somebody and you receive a response like hi. This situation is a correspondence. Am I pronouncing it wrong?
Kind of like an old-fashioned Discord chat.
Yeah,
Cors-
correspondence.
Would
Correspondence.
Telegram work? Oh,
Yeah, but
would,
it doesn't have to be that. It's just a correspondence. It's an exchange of letters, and it doesn't
oh,
matter what kind of letter it is. A correspondence could even be in a talking situation. Like if I said hi and you said hi back, that is a correspondence. No one says that word anymore, but a correspondence is normally a physical representation of people exchanging words with each other. But yeah.
okay.
文通古い遠距離恋愛したんだ. He says, correspondences, man, those are old. Did they have this love that was like super duper, like you were like he was in Tokyo and she was like in America. That's how like long distance it was. 違う、同じ市内だし. He's like, nope, they were in the same city. は俺にも見せて. He's like, what? Show it to me as well. Um,
Okay.
this panel right
G.
here goes to you.
Okay. RV のコンサートに行ったの中学の時よりちょっと積極的な女の子になったみたいとか、梅雨は嫌いだったけど、素敵な傘を2本買ったら好きになりましたとか、本当どうでもいいことしか書いてないな。Oh my god, what's this? G、アルフィーのコンサートに行ったの。The concert, Alfie. I went to the concert, Alfie.
Yes.
中学の時、um, before the time, before my time in like middle school.
Before, I would say now, but middle school was less. Like I'm a big girl now.
Less.
Yori is from
Ah,
in a less than kind of way, so we're taking this as a comparison word, and whatever we're saying over here must be more than chugaku toki no toki.
okay, okay, okay. ちょっと積極的な女の子になったみたい。It looks like I've become a bit of a extreme women, extreme girl,
I would probably say assertive.
assertive.
So she's saying I have gotten a lot more assertive or proactive than I used to be. My
Ah,
evidence for this is that I actually went to a concert. You
oh,
would never see me in middle school doing that. I was way too shy to go to concerts. Something like that.
okay. 梅雨は嫌いだったけど、素敵な傘を2本買ったら好きになりましたとか、本当どうでもいい。So the first line is like, I'm hate rainy season, but I bought a casa umbrella, two umbrella I bought skinny. Then since I bought two of them, I became be able to love those two umbrellas.
Uh, it's probably the rainy season, right? I hate the
Okay.
rainy season, but I bought two umbrellas, so I've come to love it.
Okay, so I've come to love the rainy season now. とか、本当どうでもいいことしか。It's really whatever. It's しか書いて。It's really like anything goes writing style. Kind of like
Yeah,
she's writing
it's
anything
more
goes.
like she's not writing anything important in the letters. They're all just doldemui, who gives a crap type of letters. They're just like, oh, this it was rainy yesterday. I don't really like the rain, but I did buy a kick-ass umbrella. That's basically what the letters are. Versus being like, I love you. I read the book you wrote and it was amazing. You should read this as well. It's more like who cares? This is not juicy. He's basically what he's saying. Um, お互い好きでも好きって書けなきゃんだと思う. I think both of them liked each other, but were unable to write "I love you" in their things. 意味わかんねえ. He's like, why on earth were they unable to say "I love you"? And the next panel here goes to you, Anthony.
おじいさんは自分がば博打打ちじゃなくちゃんとした漫画家になるまで告白できなかったって言ってた。そういうことか。そう、おじいさんは自分が博打じゃなくて、it's not big. My uncle himself didn't like gamble. Didn't ちゃんとした漫画家になるまで。Until he became a mangaka, he till that time, he didn't like propose and he didn't confess. He said that he didn't like confess during the time when he's still like being a mangaka.
I
To become
rather my
sorry.
uncle said rather than gambling, he wanted to come to he wanted to confess his feelings for her once he actually became a mangaka. Basically, he
I
wanted to have some kind of merit. He was like, I'm rich now. You should totally want to marry me.
see.
So you koto ka. So that's what was
I see.
happening. Tegami wa kita jun ni kirei ni naberarete ita. The letters were correctly organized in the order in which they came. And I'm just going to skip these. It's just like whatever, and you can read the next thing.
Okay. おじいさんとこの手紙の主、春のみゆきさんには悪いと思いつも、僕たちは読みふけた微妙な二人の関係が伝わってきて、僕にさえもどうかしく感じた。おじいさんとこの手が。春の、 So both my uncle and this letters or owner Haruno Miyuki 悪いと思うつも僕たちは読みふけた。What's 思いつも? Is it expected? 悪いと。
Uh, it's I didn't think it meant that. Tutsumo is even though. So even
I feel
though
like
we thought warui.
uh wait, isn't that like a 10 a smaller two or is it like a bigger two? I feel like it's
Um,
smaller two.
you think in this context it's a small two?
Yes.
I don't think that's anything.
Okay.
So even though they were
Worried.
thinking, yeah,
Even though they were thinking bad things.
bad, yes. And specifically,
Uh,
it was bad toward Haru no Miyuki-san. So basically, they're saying we felt sorry for her. We felt sorry for the uncle and the owner of the writer of these letters, Harumiki-san is what he says.
uh,
And also, they what?
僕たちは読みふけた。読みふけた。What's 読みふけた? It's
To
the
be
read.
really engrossed in reading. So the context here is actually sorry is that they feel guilty reading these letters because it's not written to them, right? These are private letters
Uh,
from this girl to their uncle, so they're feeling bad about that. Sorry.
okay. 僕たちは読みふけた。微妙な二人の関係が伝わってきて、僕にさえもどうかしく感じた。As for us, we were engrossed in like reading it. Bimyo is like hap- the two happy person conveyed something to to Okas. They conveyed their feelings towards us. I
What does bimyo mean?
Bimyo is like something pleasant or beautiful. Is it beautiful?
It could be, but it in here it's more like questionable. Um, the beautiful thing about it's like the
Complex.
word delicate. Um,
Okay.
but it's not really like what a you wouldn't say like a girl is bimyo. Oh, there's a different bimyo that has utsukushi as the kanji. So this bimyo that is beautiful and elegant. This is uh whatever that is part. So they're talking about the two's relationship is really strange, right? Even though they both like each other and they sent this many letters, the letters were just about nothing. It was this the
Okay.
sky was blue today. And this was conveyed to them through reading the letters. So because of that, they were modokashi.
Modokashi. I don't know what wait, modokashi. I don't know.
Modokashi means irritated or frustrating, more likely in this context. So
Frustrating.
even we were feeling very frustrated reading these letters about their like very like obviously you two love each other. Why are you just not even like talking about it? Gosh, so
Oh,
rude. Sitting on the edge of our seats. So they got 最後の手紙だな. And he says, okay, so that is the final letter. And this letter is relatively important. I guess these two will go to you, Anthony.
Okay. 今まで黙っていたけれど、私、来年の春結婚します。春結婚します。だから、こうして、真白くんに手紙が書けるのも式の日まで。So it's like, so the first line is like, 今まで。I've been like quiet this whole time until now. To next year, Harvey summer, I'm going to like get married. That's why that's why I've been like do I've been like I've been writing Mashiro-kun letters until that ceremonious day.
Yes. Basically, she's saying, I'm not going to write to you after I get married. Do you know what season is Fuyu?
For you?
Yeah.
Winter.
Perfect. How about Aki?
Aki is autumn,
Yes. How about Natsu?
summer,
So what's Haru then?
spring.
So. I felt like you knew it, so that's why I did that. Um, 勝手と思いかもしれないけれど、マシル君なら、I don't remember this. 買ってくれるよね. So she's saying, this is just myself thinking, like, all rude to myself thinking this. But if it's you, Mashiro, then you've also, think this for me. Oh, it's wakaru. Most ugly wakaru.
Okay.
It's like, 何これ? 分かってくれるよね? So he says, this might just be my selfish thoughts, but I hope that you understand why we're no longer going to be writing letters. And the next line will be for you, Anthony.
中学を卒業してから10年以上手紙を交換できたことと、と、とくて、とくも、とても、とても幸せに思います。Okay. 中国を卒業してから。It's since we're graduating from middle school.
Good guess. This is te. So te kara means after.
After, okay. After we graduate from like middle school, 10年以上手紙を交換できたこととても幸せ。I was happy like having exchanged letters with you. I I think I was very happy. 10年以上 for this more than 10 years
Yes,
we've been
we've been in.
exchanging letters and I think I was very happy.
Perfect.
Is it I think is
There
she
isn't, I think, here, but uh, it's just her writing this kind of politely. You
uh,
can see right here we got kureru and then became omoimasu. So she has added a distance to
uh,
the letter versus here she's very like close when she asks for that. So the she must
uh,
so she's acting kind of adding
vague.
distance to the letter and then had
uh,
a you would understand for this, won't you, for me? Going back to our distance. So I think
okay.
it just was a way to add that distance to the sentence. 手紙の内容に関わらず、マシル君から手紙が届いたとき、読んでいるとき、幸福でした. So she says It really made no difference what on earth you wrote inside your letters, just the fact that I received a letter from you and I was reading those letters, it made me feel blessed. And this right here will be for you.
なんだよ、これ。彼氏できたなんて、一度も匂わせてなかったのに、唐突すぎだろ。What is this? 彼氏できたなんて。Something like to 彼氏できた. I don't know what できた here means. It's complete, but 彼氏できた
So dekiru
to be
can be used to mean complete, but it can also be used to mean build, like to build a relationship. You
okay.
also will
So
say tomodachi dekita as well.
okay. So something like building a
I would just say
girlfriend.
got a boyfriend.
I got a boyfriend. Um, 一度も匂わせてなかったのに、I couldn't even like smell even once. I couldn't even smell
Do you know what
something.
nioi means?
Smell.
It does mean smell. So it's not to smell though, right? To smell would be kagu, I believe. That's the verb. Nioi is to have a smell, right?
To have a
So
smell.
niowasete means like to have a smell
Sense.
come off of something. Yeah.
Ah,
So it's kind of like something's fishy, right? But here it's like I couldn't smell her having made a boyfriend. I'm not sure. Like he's basically saying there were no signs of it. There was no hints.
okay. I couldn't. There's no signs of it. 唐突主義だろ. It's extremely abrupt.
Yes,
It's
it's so sudden.
so sudden.
Suddenly, last letter. Oh, sorry. Getting married. Bye bye. It's interesting that's the last letter because he said, "I'll continue writing for you. We can continue exchanging letters until I get married," which was in a year. But obviously, the uncle read that last letter and didn't respond, so he didn't write back. Because theoretically they could have had a couple more letters. おじいさんはこの手紙をどんな気持ちで読んだだろう? I wonder what kind of feelings my uncle had when he was reading this letter. This right here is for you.
これが最後になってるってことは、おじさんはここで返事書くのやめたんだよな。これが最後になってるってことは。This thing became like the last thing. Became the last. おじさんは
So this te is toyukoto. So we're
Ah.
we're translating what this means. What does it mean that this letter was the last letter?
おじさんはここで返事書くのやめた。This became the last reply that the
What does yameru mean?
stop.
To
It's to
stop what?
Replying.
Kakui.
Writing replies. Right,
Yes.
writing replies.
Exactly. So so this is literally what I said 5 minutes ago. The fact that this is the last letter means that the uncle never responded to this letter. 超ヒーロー伝説の連載っていつからだっけ? And he says, "Do you remember when 超ヒーロー伝説, the Amazing Hero Legend was serialized?" 確かコミックスに I remember correctly, it was in comics, and he flips out a book to read the year, and that's for you, Anthony.
H7 年25ってことは、平成7年の春からit's from the Heisei period, seven Heisei, the 7th year of Heisei
Yeah.
spring.
Yeah. But I guess the Niju goal here is saying what volume it is. So if this is a weekly comic, right, then
Yeah.
you'd be able to count how many weeks. So this means it's been 20 weeks. So he's able to estimate that that is spring rather than like winter somehow using math. 'Cause he's smart. この手紙の2年後の春か、アニメになるのはさらに2年後. So he says, so this was published 2 years after he received the final letter, and then it was 2 years after that that the anime was produced. And this right here is for you, Anthony.
間に合わなかったな、なんだな、っていうより、よくめげずに、そこまで持ってたよな。根性、いや、執念か。間に合う。He didn't make it. っていうより、よくめげずに。What's よくめず?
Megeru?
Yeah, めげず.
That is to be discouraged.
It didn't get discouraged. そこまで持ってたような根性や執念か。Until that, he has like he has konjo of guts and but yeah, it's like not right. Konjo, no, tenacity
exactly
or
just did perfect. Yeah, it was that no you just said when you were correcting yourself. Yes.
Okay.
It was guts. No, tenacity, persistence.
Well, what's Teiyu Yori? I couldn't
So
translate
you
it.
saw Yodi earlier. Do you remember what Yodi means?
It's either before or using comparison or
I guess. It's from. What kind of
from
from? Is it a more from or a less from? If we're talking about it as a comparison, right?
less.
It is
It's a
less. Less from.
Yeah.
So we're taking this mania wa nakatta. We didn't make it in time. And we're taking that as a basis of the lowest something can be. So from this lowest level, we're going to go up. And what we're going up in is in talkativeness, which is actually meaning a better way to say something. So he says, oh, I didn't make it in time. Or rather, is what we say in English. He's really tenacious to not get discouraged. So he's talking about his emotions upon reading that. That he's more amazed than he is depressed, I guess. 頑張れたのは彼女が言ったからだし、今でも諦めず漫画やってるのは彼女がどこかで見てくれているそう思ったからな。So he says he was able to try so hard because that girl still existed, and he was able to not give up because he was thinking, man, maybe this girl that I used to love might see this anime one day. So this whole panel over here goes to you, Anthony.
なあ、これ何? Hey, what's this? 箱の中にまだなんか入ってるじゃん。箱の中にまだ。It's like saying inside this box, there's still something there's something inside it, right? Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
And we got a Sotsugo album, which is a New
Graduation.
Year book. Yeah, graduation book. Yabe!
Graduation.
This is crazy! Um, お前のおじさん、写真くれってことも言えなかったんだ. He says, my uncle your uncle said he didn't even have a picture of this girl. どこまで純情なんだ? He says, how pure could he have been? This is like the only picture he has of the girl he likes. Next right here is for you, Anthony.
大正時代、人でももっと進んでるよ。What's 大正時代 the correct age?
Correct. Taisho is like Heiwa, it's a era. This is old days.
Old days. The old day the time the old days. No,
I would say maybe yeah.
No, the people from the old days. もっと進んでるよ。もっと進んでる。Recommendation? Is it like advanced?
Susumeru? This is forward. So he's talking about forward in the relationship. So not only did these two just exchange letters forever, the only picture he has of the girl he likes is from the New Year album, graduated album. He couldn't even ask her like, "Oh, do you have a photo? Maybe we could swap pics in our letter or something like that." Haru no Miyuki-chan o sagase. Look for Haru no Miki. Wakatteru yo. Urusei na ima sagashiteru. So I got it. Don't be so loud. I'm looking for it right now. Azuki? And she looks just like Azuki does. Ah, Azuki-chan no o-kaa-san da! Ka-chan da yo kore! And he says, oh my gosh, that's definitely Azuki's mom. It's totally her mom. And these two panels right here will go to you.
やっぱ血だよ、血。DNA。怖えな DNA は、この、so it's like, I knew it. It's blood. It's blood. DNA. 怖えな DNA は。これなんで this kind of DNA,この文通と、
Koe is kawaii.
怖い。This is so scary. This DNA is. Then, この文通とメールだけで、励まし合うって思考回路まで全く同じじゃん。This correspondence and this only this correspondence and mail 励まし to be encouraged 励し思考回路までto have this train of thoughts 思考回路 route? What's 思考回路?
So, kairo is route, you're right, and shiko has omo and kangairu, right? Which is the words think, Got think.
Okay.
Thinking times 2. And we're taking the thinking and we're putting them on a train track. So it's the train of thought.
Train of thought. Okay,
That's
so
our circuit
that's
right
right.
there.
Okay, so 思考回路まで全く同じじゃん。They're completely the same. This train of thought and this encouragement. Hagemas is encouragement, right?
Yeah, why
Hagemas.
is there an owl right here? Do you know?
It's to meet, make something match.
Yes, to match. So this means to
Match.
encourage each other.
Encourage each other.
Is marking the tool here. We're encouraging each other with only
Only
mail
and
and these
correspondence.
correspondences, which is kind of random because that is the mail. Why is there a toe there? 最古の超純情もおじいちゃんそっくりだしな. He says, man, Psycho, your pure innocentness, it looks just like your uncle. いくら母親だからってここまで似てるか怖えな DNA. She says, man, the fact that it's crazy that they're so similar just looking at the mother side of things, talking about the girls now. That it's so scary, this DNA. It's like, man, they're like clones of each other. Next panel here goes to you, Anthony.
ってまだあずきの母ちゃんって決まったわけじゃないだろう。we haven't like really established or decided that it's Azuki's mom. There's no reason that she's yet that yet. 間違いないって確かめようぜ。Let's ascertain that the so that we don't make a mistake. 確かめるってどうやって How do we like ascertain it?
はい。間違いないって, which is saying, there's no doubt about it. Let's go double check.
Okay.
また、あずきんち行って、母親に直で聞く. And he says, let's go over to Azuki's house and directly ask her mommy. Next bubble right here goes to you.
明日、いやもう今日だけど、あずきは水曜5時から7時までダンス教室の間に行こう。tomorrow, yeah, no, no, only now. Azuki was already just okay. So Azuki was Suyobi is like Wednesday. Azuki was Wednesday 5 from 5 till 7. During that time, she's in like a dance classroom. Let's go over to that classroom.
Good guess. What does Ida mean?
Ida is interval.
It is interval, yes. So we're going to the interval. We're not going to the kyoshitsu. So in this context, we're talking about visiting Azuki's house. And he says, oh, on Wednesdays, she's not home from 5 to 7, so because she's at dance class. We should go then. The context says we should go to Azuki's house.
Okay.
What does the mo kyou da kedo mean?
Mo kyou da just yeah, more. It's like saying even today where we can do
What
it.
does mo kyou da mean?
Mo kyou. Mo means already.
Yes.
So,
もう今日だ。
kyoda is today. Already today?
It's already today. Perfect. So he says tomorrow. No, it's already today. Kido
Okay.
is not dake. It's not dake. It's
It's
kido.
however.
Yeah, however.
Dakedo. Okay.
So he says tomorrow. Wait, no, it's already today. As in today's Wednesday. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
Okay. Yeah.
あずき、ダンスなんか習ってんだ。今の声優は歌って踊れないとか So he says, hey, oh my, Azuki is learning like how to dance. Do actors these days, voice actors specifically, sing and dance? They don't do that, right? Next bubble here goes to you, Anthony. But yeah, 聞こえない? But yeah.
Wait. 主人が直にあずきからお母さんの旧姓聞けばいいだけじゃねえ。主人、directly towards Azuki. Kyusei kikeba. Well, what's Kyusei?
Kyusei. Q means former, and this is it's meaning the maiden name.
Can you say it again? Sorry, I didn't catch it.
So Q means former, and we were saying Kyusei, we're referring to someone's old name, specifically like their last name that changed after they got married.
Okay. Okasa no Kyusei kikeba ii dake ja. Isn't it good if we can like hear or ask from Azuki's mom's directly her former name?
So we have
MonnieBiloney.
Azuki kara, which means from Azuki.
From Azuki. Okay,
And it's not we, it's Shujin ga.
Shujin.
So, Shujin, can't you just go ask Azuki directly what her mother's maiden name is? That's like a weird question to ask someone. They'll be like, why? You trying to get my bank details? それじゃ、親子かどうかしかわかんねえじゃん. He says, well, if you do that, we don't know for sure whether or not they are mother and daughter. Maybe the mom is like the sister of her or something. Who knows? And I'm going to have us stop here because this seems like a good little break point for the next arc of this chapter. So I'll stop the recording.